Yo, so it's late at night here, so I don't know what time you're watching this video, but I felt prompted to come on here and make you aware of some more signs in 2023, a year full of signs. And we've had a lot already this year. And so it's very, very important that you pay attention to the signs because if you miss the sign, you will miss your destination. You will miss your exit. So pay attention to the signs. So on December 30th, you had a legendary voice, Barbara Walters, who was an absolute beast, absolute icon, giant in the media industry, the first female anchor. But I mean, she can go toe to toe with any of the male anchors or anyone. Just an amazing voice, an amazing speaker, amazing anchor, author. I don't know much about her personal life or anything like that, but she had a great voice for the job that she did, um, and did it well for a very long time. But she passed. Uh, Another major voice in the world of religion, the Pope Benedict, uh, died on December 31st. Um, and he was the first pope to resign. And he resigned due to health reasons. So he died on December 31st. And our current Pope Francis has made it clear that his resignation letter is already currently typed up and ready to go, for when his health starts to decline as well. I believe is the reason um, he gave. But usually, typically in business, um, when a leader has their resignation letter typed up, it's usually when they foresee some unfavorable things taking place in the future. So this is their get out of jail free card, or their way out, basically, to say, hey, I'm leaving for this reason here because I already had this typed up years ago or months ago. This was already pre-planned before this thing happened or came out. So anyway, but that's just my speculation. But at any rate, he has his resignation already typed up and ready to go. And now we have right now, I guess they're having an emergency late night voting, trying to decide and vote upon and elect a Speaker of the House. For the first time in my lifetime and your lifetime in over 100 years, this has happened where they have not been able to decide on who the Speaker of the House is. So Congress is essentially shut down. They cannot function until they elect a speaker. So we don't have a voice in politics right now. They might decide on one later on tonight, or I don't know what's going to happen. But currently, right now, there is no speaker. There is no voice. In religion, Pope Benedict died. In media, Barbara Walters died. In the absence of voices, there is a beckoning, a ushering in for new voices to rise up and take place. God is looking for voices. God is looking for the new generation. God is looking for the new speaker. When I say new generation, I don't necessarily mean just young kids or young people. If you're alive and breathing right now, God is looking for people in this generation that is breathing and living to open their mouth and speak God's word. And that is my New Year's resolution, I guess, if you will. I don't really like to say resolution, but I'm going to try to be more vocal, as you can already tell by the amount of videos I've been posting recently. But those three things that I listed, media, religion, politics, all voiceless within the last couple days of last year and the first couple days of this year. Three major signs I don't want you to miss. because they're very important. Everything that happens on earth has a spiritual connection. Everything that happens on earth has a spiritual connection. Everything that happens in the spirit in the heavens is manifested in the flesh. It is manifested physically in the earthly realm. Revelations 3:20 says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock, and if any man hears my voice and open the door, I will come in to him, and I will sup with him, eat with him, drink with him, and he with me." So God is knocking at the door. He is speaking, waiting for any man or woman to respond. So God is speaking to everyone that will listen. God is speaking to anyone that will listen. Psalms 14, verse 2. The Lord looks down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and any that did seek God. So God is looking down for anyone that is seeking him and looking for him and understands his word and understands him. He's looking for anyone. Okay? Exodus 14:10, and Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of slow tongue. And the Lord said unto him, Who hath made man's mouth, or who maketh the deaf, or the dumb, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say. And Moses said, O my Lord, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses, and he said, Is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well, and also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee. And when he cometh to see thee, he will be glad in his heart, and thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth, and I will be with thy mouth, and with his mouth, and will teach you what to say. Long verse there, a little tongue twister. But anyway, he said Aaron is an eloquent speaker, but God did not choose Aaron. He, after much debate with Moses, he decided to use Aaron as a mouthpiece for Moses. But God's chosen man was Moses, a man who was slow to speak, a man who was not eloquent, a man who had probably a stuttering problem. So God is not looking for your eloquence. He's not looking for your degree. He's looking for your humility, your submission to him. He's not looking for your eloquence. He's looking for anyone who is submitted to Elohim, Yeshua, Jesus, not your eloquence. We have a lot of eloquent speakers right now that are out speaking, but they're not speaking on behalf of God. They are not speaking God's truth. They're speaking wokeism. They're speaking worldly beliefs and trying to twist that in with the Bible, and so they can be accepted and become more popular. So God right now is looking for voices. In the absence of these voices, who will be the new voices? Who will be the new giants in the kingdom? Okay, if you're coming on here, if you're trying to do videos, trying to go viral off God's word, if you're trying to build your ministry industry off God's word, then you're trying to build your own kingdom. You're not building God's kingdom. So who will be that voice? Don't miss the signs, because if you miss the signs, you will miss your exit. God bless. Y'all have a good night.